Today's cryptic crossword clue is screaming half the weekend for ice cream. This clue comes to us from two of our members, Hannah Mayanja and Rob D. Thank you. I love the surface of this clue. Of course, it reminds me of ice cream for ice cream. You scream for ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. So a very evocative surface also just reminds me of children screaming half the weekend for ice cream. The thing about solving this clue is that it will be incredibly hard in the sense that it won't work until we turn to substitutions. And that's confusing for this clue because it looks like there's a lot of letter play going on where we're just selecting letters from words that are in the clue. So like half the weekend just makes me think that we take half of the word weekend. Problem is, weekend has an odd number of letters, so you can't take half of it. You could take screaming half, but screaming also has an odd number of letters, so you can't take half of that either. You could take half of the weekend, so I guess you'd be left with thew or ekend. So you could do that, but not a great place to start. And then what, you're just left with, you got to find the other one letter from screaming or from ice cream. Like nothing's really working. You could even just do weekend, right? Take the end of the word week. Great, congratulations, you have a K. What else are you going to do? So all the kind of letter manipulation stuff just is kind of frustrating for this clue. And when you're in that situation, see what you can substitute. And here we've got this nice long stretch right in the middle of the clue, half the weekend, where, I mean, the wordplay is pretty much always in the middle of the clue. Can we substitute that with something? What is a word for half the weekend? Well, it's Saturday, it's one answer, or Sunday, and screaming is a homophone indicator here. If you scream out loud, you pronounce something. If we say or scream Sunday, half the weekend, out loud, sounds just like Sunday, kind of ice cream.